I think it's time for a change. So first up, I think we're going to look at this shelf. Now, I want to keep the Hololive English girls on there, and I want to keep the Samus and Mio scale figures on there, but also keeping space for a few more skills that will be coming maybe in the next year. And yeah, so what I'm thinking of doing is taking away all of these and moving all the N64 games across. Now, I do have a stack of N64 games just below here, but I'm not sure if I want N64 to go up here and down there, or maybe do the GameCube underneath. That's what I'm kind of thinking. So first, let's clear this little area. Now, question, what would you do with this? Now, this is Blues Brothers 2000, one of the rarest N64 titles. However, this is a repro box, but the official cartridge inside. So, question for you guys, would you display it with a repro box to protect it? Because yeah, I do have a box. Or would you display it outside of the box, since that is the official stuff? It's a bit of an awkward one really, because I don't really want to get rid of this box, but I also kind of feel it's a bit cheating having it on there. It's a little bit underwhelming, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. happy with this. I'm really happy with this. So this is probably temporary, but at the end of the day, it kind of is what it is. Maybe I might get rid of that Blues Brothers box, maybe put that into storage, get the actual cartridge out and on display, since that is obviously a little bit more rarer than just a repro box. There's not much space for any more boxed N64 games, and I do have at least one that I got that I haven't put on display. But at this point I don't see myself buying too many more boxed ones. It's still kind of like more like special occasion ones. I don't have any space for the Lilac Wars one. So 1, 2, so maybe got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe another 8, 9, 10, maybe get another 10 in at this point. I think that would be good. I've got stuff from my childhood as well, such as Yoshi Story, GoldenEye, Mario Kart, Mario Tennis, Wetrix. I've got a bunch of other ones which I don't have the boxes for at the moment. They're in the loft, so they're going to come down. But maybe that, I think for now I'm happy with that. I think the next thing I might do is go on to the next one up, sort this little section out, put stuff behind there. I also want to do GameCube as well. So the next thing I'm going to do is go from up here to down here. So this one's an awkward one because I want to keep these scale figures in here. I think the scale figures look nice in there, but these big ones, these are old resin tile like figures which are unofficial, so I've got them here. I don't really have anywhere else for them, but I think we're going to sort that out very shortly. I want it to look a little bit more clean, so I think we're going to try a GameCube behind here. You know what? I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with it. I'm not sure about this lengthwise rather than rising, but I'm happy with that. I think it makes the whole of the figures pop out that little bit more, having a big red background rather than just, you know, the dark background. These up here, it is what it is. I kind of wish I could kind of display some of these ones where they don't have spines like sideways rather than coming out, but no, I think that's fine. That might be an issue in the future because I do have 4 scale figures that are coming next year that kind of all display together, so I think that will be kind of this around here. Moving up, there's a few scale figures up there which I kind of don't want to move at this point, but I think you guys probably saw at the beginning I've got up there, some of them can go into storage, so I think up here scale figures might go up there for stuff like One Piece and stuff like that. I am happy with that. Down here might be the next thing to tackle and get the GameCube games under there, but I am quite happy with the amount of space. I've got plenty of space now to collect tons more games. Even then, even the Switch stuff might even just kind of go out there. I don't know, I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Maybe Switch stuff up there. I want to be able to make sure that the scale figures can fit in, so I think maybe the next big rejig will be once the scale figures arrive, but that's not going to be until summer next year. So, but yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm going to have a good sort out of these Switch games, so I'm kind of like Final Fantasy's together, Zelda's together, Mario games are all together. There's plenty more in there. Obviously the Switch 2 stuff is going to be a collection as well, but I'm really happy with it. What do you guys think? I know this is a bit of a different type of video rather than going out, but you know what, the weather's getting bad out there. I don't really want to kind of keep going out just to buy things, and I want to have a little bit of a different kind of thing in terms of when I'm doing stuff. But for now, I'm happy with that. And most likely this is going to be the last video before Christmas. So if I don't see you beforehand, have a most excellent, I mean an excellent Christmas.